you want to host a website in Python? I'll show you how. First, install the Flask package using pip. Once that's done, import Flask and any relevant components. We'll use the Flask class to run our app, and then we would use the render template function to deploy our HTML files. So create the Flask app. Once you've created the Flask app, you can run it using the run function. Run the script and the Flask app should be running. To check it's running, control left click the IP shown in the console. You should get a window pop up with 404 not found. This is your Flask application running on the web. Now we want to create the home route, which will be our index. We use the render template function to return our index.html file. The HTML file should be located in the templates directory. All templates rendered should be in the templates directory. Create a quick index.html to test your application. Now when you run the app again, it will render the index.html template that we just created. Again, control left click the IP, and you'll see hello from Flask, the website has been served. Any data that your HTML script uses needs to be in the static folder. You can group your CSS files into a CSS folder inside static. For this example, we'll use an index.css. Then we can load that index.css in our HTML file. To load CSS files in your Flask HTML, you need to use the URL for function in your href. You reference the static folder, followed by the file name, which will be the directory of the style. And then when you load the page again, it should be linked to that style sheet. Loading images happens in a similar way to the CSS. You create a folder called images in your static folder. You put your image in the images folder. Then you can load that image using the URL for function. When you run the application, you should see the image. You can also load other HTML files by having different routes. In this instance, we create the about.html route, which will need a about template. Now when we visit the website and use the about endpoint, you'll see the about page rendered